folks. And today we are doing the Battle Hub Draft League Power Rankings, and I am joined by a special guest today, Bread Pudding Official.
Hello, everybody.
All right, so Bread made all of these wonderful slides, including this opening one to the show. What we are going to do is discuss what we like about the teams, and then at the end, we are going to potentially rank them after we've talked about them. Brad made a tier list slide for us to do that. But without further ado, let's have you kick us off, Brad, with the first team.
Oh, look, it's me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is my team, and I'm really happy with how I actually drafted this team. To be honest, it's very interesting in a way because it's very hyper offensive in my eyes. More hyper offensive than I usually draft. I usually draft like very fat, bulky teams. But this team is like extremely offensive, and spoiler alert, I think majority of people watch this game already. But I got kind of murdered week one by Adam, and it kind of shows that this team it does require a lot. It does require more of like a higher skill level than I'm kind of used to. So I think this team is gonna end up being really good. But it's gonna take a while to kind of get used to because Open Bounce is probably one of the most complex mons, especially with Terra, to use in probably this whole entire format. The Scarlet Violet decks. And on top of that, if you look at my team, offensive waters are just I don't have a swap in unless you count Quack Label, and that's not even really a swap in. So yeah, this team is interesting for sure. And I'm really looking forward to kind of getting used to it as the season goes on. But I definitely do think it has some flaws.
Yeah. Biggest one I saw was your ice and electric weakness week one. If you didn't bring Toad Squirrel, it kind of made it just prone to being volt switched on. So
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
one little thing on that. Because if you don't bring Magneton or Toad Squirrel, it just gets completely just whomped. But I
Yeah,
do love the fact
sure.
that you have the Spectre this gen is access to Draining Kiss. Now just can kill the dark types and just murder the dragon types in front of it without having to click Shadow Ball. That and you have a way around normal types now by doing that, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Problem is you need to get a
Something
kill first.
that's true. Yeah. And something else I really like about this team is the synergy between Gomorrah and Spectrier. Is basically what I could do is if a team does not have good hazard control, I could just leave Gomorrah, and if somebody hits me, if let's say they leave what's a good example, like a Zapdos Galar, that's a very common lead. They want a U-turn in Gomorrah, instead of a Toxic Spikes, then I have an opportunity to go into Spectre and just spam Hex. So
And
I'll really that's kind of one of the best things I like about this team. I do think one of the things that definitely is holding it back, just like you said, is this my electric type, my um, ways around electric types are just not that great. But I think if I access to Terra and being able to Terra Ground Tornadoes or Terra Ground Hoopa, definitely help with that.
it could.
Overall, I think
It's a
it's
very
okay. It's
solid
not
team.
solid. I would probably, as we're gonna see within later teams, would definitely put it in the middle of the pack.
I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't do that a minute ago. I hit the mouse and it skipped to the next slide, so I had to restart over. So whoops, that happened. Uh, but yeah, the court chain is phenomenal. In case your opponent hazard stacks you, you're able to just be able to remove with Pocketable, as well as with Toad Screw with Rapid Spin, you're able to just be hazard stack yourself because any physical contact you get the T spikes. And granted, you
Yeah.
have all these flyers. Even if you were to court change, what are you touching the T spikes with? So,
Poison type?
huh?
Oh, I have a Gomorrah. Okay, I have a Gomorrah. I'm fine. I'm good. Okay, I'm fine. I have a Gomorrah and that's a ground and poison.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
but yeah,
but
it's a really fun team, and I look to see what you do with it. But we should probably hop
me too.
into number two. All
Okay.
right, we have
Ooh.
Icy Dude in the Never-Ending Annihilapes. Of course, he had to get the round one mascot pick, but the scary thing is what he followed it up with when it came all the way back with Garchomp is just
Yeah,
insanity. Then he followed it up
I
with
agree.
Double Fairy.
And that's excellent for Garchomp, in my opinion, because it handles the steel types very well. And then having double fairy, fairy type is debatably one of the best typings in the game, and just having two of them is just really really good.
Let's see, he's got Kilowattrel, which is a steel resist. We have Flamigo, steel resist. Garchomp, steel resist. Amoonguss, neutral. And then you've got Annihilate that also resists steel. And then you have Trianatar here that can just set sand, be annoying, as this Terra Captain is just really good as well. But makes this
Yeah,
team glue together is the fact that he has a really good Trick Room mode. If you count, Amoonguss, Trianatar, Hatterene, and the Grimmsnarl on it. But he can also run screens behind this. And let's see, he's got two hazard removal, and then he's got a hazard nullifier, reflector, which is really good. He has access to Spore, he has access to Natural Cure. Granted, Blissy's not as good as it was, but now this gen with Home, he has Heal Bell, which is really good for this team if you look at how offensive it is. Anything getting burned on this team is just done for. Well, now Blissey can come in and click Heal Bell.
yeah, for sure. I'm just looking right here. Okay. I can get back to the slides, but something I'm kind of looking at. If I were to make like one suggestion, is you look at the just look at the bottom row for a second.
Yep,
I
rock.
feel like you could combine some of these mons and make a better. Like I feel like it's tricky. It's very very tricky. I feel like you could like combine the Kill Watcher with Flamingo and the Braviary, or like keep one and get rid of two. And I feel like a mon would look extremely good on this team is Skeleturge, which is still
He,
available.
yep, he needs a fire type, or
And because the
otherwise,
steel type's just like I you have Garchomp, but like Garchomp dies, how are you actually gonna break your steals? Like I guess you have Annihilate, but I'm not sure if just three flying types in the bottom just seems. I don't think you need both. I don't even think you need Braviary that much. And then I feel like I'm trying to see what they could actually do. Because I think if they could find a way to get Skeleturge on this team, it could be really good.
mm-hmm.
It could be really good in my opinion.
He has a crap ton
But
of momentum though.
yeah, for sure, that's very solid. And I really, yeah, I think that's really positive about this team. Just like you have U-turn of Annihilate, parting shot with not Kilowattrel, parting shot with Grimmsnarl, and then obviously Blissey lost teleport, so that doesn't count. Yeah, then you have Brave U-turn, Flamingo U-turn, you have Vault turn with Kilowattrel. But one thing this team does lack offense a lot, and I think one thing that would help this team a lot is having a Wish user, because Blissey lost Wish, and I don't even know why he lost Wish, but like just
It was
team
a Gen
doesn't.
3 event move. So it's past the Gen 8 cutoff, so it wouldn't get it anymore.
Yeah, which I think if Blissey had Wish, it'd make this team a lot better. I
Mm-hmm.
think solely because of Lost Wish, and this team is bulky, but like it's not bulky enough. And I feel like if it just like some slight adjustments, this team could be really, really good. It is good, but like it could be better.
Oh yeah, could be a lot better if he got like a steel type or an offensive fire, or maybe just in general. Well, he has the ghost and the fighting, so he didn't really need Flamigo. I wonder if Typhlosion, just regular one, is available. Just be able to
I'm
spam
wait, yeah,
eruption.
for 5 points it is, yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
could
I think
be.
just getting it, yeah. And something I really like on this team, to be completely honest, is Hatterene plus Typhlosion, because that alone, you get the eject button into Choicecraft Typhlosion, and then it just wrecks of eruption. So I think that's definitely there's some things that ICD could do with this team, but I would say overall it's pretty solid. But some transactions have not hurt at all.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's do the next one. I'll let you lead with this. We have Shaggy.
Oh, this is a fun. Oh, this is a fun team. I love this team so much. I wish I had this team. The fact that okay, I just want to lead with this. That requires a very creative builder to actually want to get both Halifin and Walking Wake. I will have to admit, I'm pretty sure I talked to Adam about this earlier today. I'm not a big fan of Pelipper. I do not like Pelipper a lot on this team. Not on this team, but like just in general. But like I think on this team, it fits extremely well. But my only like concern is that this team is going to rely too much on Pelipper. But I think it still has some ways because I think Walking Wake it could definitely function without Pelipper. And then I also like Terra Glacier a lot. I think Terra Bolt Beam on Terra Glacier could be really good. I like Terra Floatzel a lot because I saw Giga Heracrosses in CPL, and that Mana's a menace, and Swalwat is Swalwat, and I'm unsure about Belly Bolt, but I think Terra could be pretty good. But I think overall, this team is like probably one of my favorite teams of the whole entire draft.
The only thing that I don't like is this belly belt could have been a Raichu.
So true. Yeah, Terra Raichu would have been so good. How much is Belly Bolt?
Because it
Terra
protects
Ampharos?
all the water types. But I get it. He wants parabolic charge to just take a hit, get all the health back, and just do a massive chunk. But yeah, it's still
Yeah.
really slow, and if you look at it, his speed tiers are kind of all over. That's the only downside. You got Wake, you've got 109 with Wake, you got 100 with Palafin, you've got 115 with Floatzel, and then you've got I think it's 109 with Galar Zapdos. Then everything else is 90 or lower. So there's a significant speed gap.
Yeah.
But the influence of the rain more than makes up for that. Uh, and you can also run Terra Water Glastrier and just have Stab in the rain.
True. I think that could be very powerful.
Uh huh. It definitely could. Or just become. Well, it could be anything because this is open Terra. But the thing I love the most is this Terra Captain Floatzel here. You can be Terra Electric and be pretty much Wave Beam. Wave Crash and Terra Blast. That's it. And just kill
Right, and I
everything in
believe
front
it
of you.
gets Ice Punch.
Gets Ice Punch too,
I like
yeah.
that a lot.
Love that this gets Ice Spinner.
It gets Ice Spinner?
Floatzel? Yeah, it gets Ice Spinner.
That's really good, especially because I think especially on this team, that punch is gonna be so huge. And is there any psychic terrain teams?
Yes.
I think just wait, or just like terrain teams in general. I think like really just like cripple this team a lot because like just getting better residual HP from like grassy terrain or like if you want to use something like Yawn Volley Belly Bolt, then you can kind of like ice spin your Molestia terrain. So yeah.
See, I wish Serena would have gotten Ice Spinner to make up for
True. Because
Triple
of Triple
Axel.
Axel.
Yeah. But somehow Gudra, tanky little snail self, gets Ice Spinner.
Yeah. I actually learned to get Ice Spinner from your match from PWC, so I actually didn't know it prior, but that's pretty cool.
It's like, oh, I died. Good thing you're already paralyzed. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this. Besides, it could use a little bit more hazard removal. It's just got the one in Serena.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I think Hazard Mode could definitely help it.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty solid though.
Yeah. It's not gonna get very many openings for hazards to be set up on it because you have the pressure of the top four.
Wait, oh no. Okay, I just realized something really, really big. Look at their team, and what's their hazard like setting up options? It's just toxic spikes with freaking Swalot.
I thought Gudra gets stealth rocks.
I believe it does not.
Okay, well then it's just toxic spikes. With a hope and a dream.
It's not like the biggest deal. Not the biggest deal, but like I think having at least like a threat of like just like having like one really, really good stealth rock user, it could really threaten defog and it could not sure. I like having at least like one really good stealth rock user, which I think this team would really like benefit from, because then it actually at least force prep. I think the team is very straightforward. It's gonna be kind of predictable what's gonna come.
Nothing's gonna be running boots. There's gonna be no reason to run boots against this. It's gonna be like straight pure damage because just T spikes.
Exactly, and I think that's gonna be one of the biggest downfalls. I still think it's a pretty solid team.
Can we skip over the next one?
I want to talk about this team because I just want to say this team is stupid, and I never want to face this team ever again. This team is actually dumb, and I hate this team with a passion because, like, okay. I hate this team for one reason, and obviously for some surrounding parts around it, but Ursa Luna. Fact that his mom Kantera is stupid. The fact that his mom gets bulletproof is stupid. The fact that his mom gets guts is stupid. The fact that his mom gets trailblaze is stupid. The fact that his mom gets facade is stupid. And I can name 5 more reasons why Ursa Luna is stupid. And on top of that, if you want to deal with just Ursa Luna, you have to deal with freaking Landorus Incarnate and Ursa Single Strike. And on top of that, you have to deal with freaking rocks from the Cleavor and Belly Drum from the Azu. And on top of that, you have to deal with freaking Shell Smash from Poltergeist and freaking Regenerator Swobro. And on top of that, you have to freaking deal with Terra Electrode and Terra Guts Flareon. And on top of that, you have to deal with freaking Abominus No Sea Titan, and I hate this team so much. I don't want to face this team ever again, and I hate it so much. No.
Hold on.
Team is stupid. Every single mon is stupid. I hate this team with a passion.
I tried telling Baradu, ban Sheer Force, ban Single Strike, move Ursa Luna to 15. What happened? Nothing. And I got all of them, and I got round 5 Ursa Luna to be exact, and I'm just like, well, the rest is filler at this point. I just need a 6th mon to bring every week.
This team is just stupid. I hate this team. Solely because, like, the Mons, Mons just, like, together work so well. And Cleavor is just, like, amazing on this team. Landorus Incarnate plus Urshifu for Single Strike. It's not just, like, 2 Mons that are just, like, separate. They actually work pretty amazing together because of, like, how well they synergize. Because Landorus Incarnate's, like, a very good special attacker that's pretty fast. Same with Urshifu with single strike, but it's physical. They cover each other's weaknesses. And yeah, this team is like, I'm just gonna say this right now. This is easily, no doubt, the best team in the league. No doubt, no doubt. My opinion, at least. There's no team that can actually outclass this team.
Just wait until I do the 44% quick draw and just be annoying. We did not ban Quick Claw. So now instead of 30% on Quick Draw, it's now 44% with a Quick Claw.
Oh my goodness. Soulberg Arch just got mega buff this generation because it got like stuff like Curse and more. It could actually use like more physical sets. It could actually use physical sets. Like last generation, I felt like it was like
mostly
I guess
special,
it could use
yeah.
physical sets, but it's forced like special. So yeah, overall this team is like extremely solid. Like I have nothing else to say about it because I said what I needed to say in like the first like 30 seconds.
Well, let's admire the fact that I have quad belly drum.
Yeah, I saw that, and I don't want to talk about it.
I'm just like, and I'm sitting here like, so ice type moves. What you swinging at? Look at all the resists. There's just a Lando and a bunch of friends, and they all resist ice.
And on top of that, you have snow. And I hate it. Just that, to be honest, I never thought I would actually be so mad at an Electrode. Like, that match versus you just made me so mad just because of that freaking Electrode. And I was like, okay, I'm going to sweep up Cloud Cleavel. But then I was like, nope, Electrode is stupid. It's going to Terra Fairy. And just the versatility of this team is just insane. Overall, I would say this is like...
Okay, so there's Blitz offense, there's slow Trick Room where I'm just able to just SD or Saluna in Trick Room. There's the Belly Drum Azu with Aquajet. There's the support in Trick Room and Will-O-Wisp and Strength Sap in a bulky Poltegeist. I got Will-O-Wisp on Flareon. I'm able to set Aura Veil on Abomasnow. Even half my team gets Light Screen. The other half gets Reflect, I believe. That, and I have the fastest setter in the game besides the Prankstermon and Electrode. So yeah, I can be annoying in many ways.
And the worst part about this is like one of the biggest counters to screens is actually Urshifu. You have Urshifu, and Beardo has the other Urshifu, which, looking at this team, the other Urshifu is not very good against this team. So, like...
Nope,
solely
not
because
at all.
of Azu, so, like...
I literally will just be Abomasnow and Electrode in front of the Urshifu, and it'll crumble.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's get on to the next one.
Oh, yes. I love this team. It's a really good balanced team, in my opinion.
It is. It is. But it's missing a few things.
I agree.
Granted, you have Rapid Strike, Heatran, and Glow King. But you have the two flyers on the ground, but the one problem is... Where is it? Oh, Decidueye is a ghost type. Oh, wait. Does he have a fight? He has the fighting type. What type is he missing? Where's your fucking electric oh, wait, that's Torn.
I'm not sure. I agree, though. I think... Okay, for me, at least, the thing that kind of, like... The thing that is missing from this team...
It's Lycanroc Day?
Just, like... Yeah, that's definitely part of it. It's just, like, kind of... I'm a little bit confused when I look at this team. Not because all the pieces synergize together. This is a really good team. But, like... I'm not sure. When I look at Glow King this generation, I want to see a really good ice type to pair with it, and I'm not sure. Weavile, it fits decent on this team. I think I think this has to do something a lot with like the drafting strategy as a
What
whole.
he could have
I
done
think if like
is Avalugg and Zoroark and played my games.
I think even something that would have made this team really really good is place Hippowdon if in last year. Like obviously we already covered that got sniped. But at that point, what I would have done is when I saw Beardo getting Cloak King, I was like, okay, Cloak King and Glacier of Terra just pair so well together because you trigger him and shield reception and it gets defense boost.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure. It's really hard to pinpoint it, but like I feel like this team is really solid. I think there's some tools that he could have expanded on.
He would have been very good if he had Bear Tick. Chilling Reception Bear Tick.
Like I think this team is fine how it is. I would definitely consider this like it's a really solid team. I really like it. It's just kind of like hard to pinpoint in a way what exactly is missing. I definitely do feel like it's missing some stuff.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just looking. I'm the problem of the what sticks out the most to me is the Klefki. You don't really wall fighting. One scrappy
Oh yeah,
user just absolutely just bodies this team.
I think it's a big part. I think just a mob that has like the mixture of like fighting dark and rock coverage. Like there's no swapping. I guess you could argue Powdon, but part of the problem with Powdon, in my opinion, is it feels kind of like a trap to you sometimes. Because same with like Toad Scroll. Sometimes it gets trapped in this vortex. Where it keeps wanting to swap and it hits, and then it comes in, it sets up rocks, or it does whatever, it sets up whatever it wants to do, like earthquakes, it does whatever. But then you get presented with a question, and then what? Then what's gonna happen? Is Hippowdon gonna have to switch? Is it gonna be forced to swap? Is it gonna stay in? Is it just gonna? It feels like it's so easy to set up on, or kind of like take advantage of in a way that like it's just a very iffy mon, and I'm not exactly sure how it fits on this team.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything else that fit better.
I mean, see how he does in week 2. If he gets his butt kicked again, he might make changes. But,
or he could be like me, lose one game and make transactions because I get salty.
and now we have Raymond. I gotta admit, I really love this draft.
Something I am gonna highlight really quickly. I forgot to fix this because I just did not fix the slide. Instead of Bramble Gas, we have Glaring Articuno.
And that just completely makes it so much better.
Exactly. Just, I guess for one thing that they are missing is spin. At the same time, if you have Bramble Gas solely because of spin, that's a problem. And I think Articuno, if he could, I would replace Glaring Articuno for Bramble Gas any day. So I think that's a really excellent trade.
And we've got. You can't even freeze dry this team. Because you got Thick Fat Hariyama just sitting right there. Protecting the Dondozo, the Slow King, the Clodsire, the Zarude. Oh my god, this team's so weak to freeze dry.
Yeah, I agree. And okay, so as a proud Tinkaton user of like 3 or 4 drafts, I'm gonna really like. One thing I'm kind of weird about Tinkaton in a way is like I feel like you need another fairy or steel type to support it because it doesn't have the tools to support itself. So, and because I think especially with this team, with especially like a freeze drive weakness, that like Tinkaton's just gonna keep getting low down, and eventually it's gonna die. And I feel then after that everything else just dies to like ice type move. So like even Slowking, it's just everything's just good. I just feel like this team is gonna get voted out so fast.
If you, instead
Actually,
of doing the Articuno or the Brambleghast, this was another team that would have been phenomenal with Beartick because of Slowking.
because I'm looking right here. Actually, I'm kind of looking at it now. They do have Hariyama. Think that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying to take advantage of chilling reception.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I agree. How much is beer cake?
5?
How much is it? It's yeah, it's 4. But yeah, I agree. I think beer cake would have been really good on this team.
But yeah, for their first draft, this is really good.
I I applaud them, especially with like they recognize that like getting Swelking Chi and Pao is like amazing. I would definitely say this is a really solid draft. Like this is your first draft, you should be very proud of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with Sandy Shocks chilling over here, and then Dundozo just gets harder to break as a Terra Captain.
Sure.
Like, okay, what's left? Grass Nut? Crap. Turns into Terra Ground. Okay, we immune to electric. Well, shit. Alright, what's the next one? I can't remember the order, but we'll find out. Jacene.
Okay. 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 Um. So I will have to admit, was a person that was like for kind of Kingdom's realization. I did think Shedtail was good to allow in draft leagues. I think I don't think Shedtail should be allowed specifically for this kind of team. Cause like if this team had like Shedtail like Iron Valiant, really good. And I think Cyclozar on this team is just so good and just very iffy because like I think Cyclozar has such a good toolkit for like a low tier mon. And I think this is definitely a team that showcases it. Like Cyclozar on this team is just like Shedtail. It just excels here. I don't know how to explain it because like Shedtail Cyclozar, it just feels like a high tier, unnecessary high tier. If that makes sense, because like basically paying 17, 18 points here at Mon, like it's definitely better. It's definitely better without Shedtail, in my opinion, because it's just cheaper.
I believe we have it
Okay.
without Shedtail.
What?
I think we banned Shedtail.
Yeah, you did, and that's why I like it on this team.
Because
Because
we didn't want like the new stuff. Well, it just got more offensive with the returning home runs. We don't need Shedtail to make that even worse.
yeah, and that's why I like it on this team because this team of Shedtail would just be insane. Like it would be bundle and Valiant with Shedtail. Obviously, would not get bundle and Valiant and Shedtail Cyclozar. But like, I'm so glad Shedtail's banned.
How the fuck did uh Bundle sit 4 rounds?
This bundle's bad. Bundle is bad because Beardo is convinced everybody on the server that bundle is bad because it misses hydro pumps. She's not wrong. Bundle is bad because of hydro pumps.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm just sitting here questioning,
Yep.
what's the dog doing?
I don't think. I think it's a ghost type. I don't think it does anything else. Just a
Well,
ghost type. It's just there.
Garganackle, Corviknight, uh, Crocodile, Go-Go, and Cyclizar all get Sandstorm.
Yeah,
You could do Sacrificial
that could be a
Sand,
possibility.
and then just... Oh, wait. Did we keep last respects on Houndstone? I can't remember. I don't care.
Oh,
But,
this team would not be good with this team would not be usable with like last respects hounds. I'm pretty sure it's banned. From what I saw.
I just want to admire that and be thankful that the Salty Boy is not the Terror Captain.
Yeah, sure. Garganackle would be really insane as a Terror Captain.
I'm interested to see what Terra Crocodile does, though. I really want to see
Um,
that.
I'm pretty sure it's decent because I
Of,
forgot.
of Moxie.
Um, yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is like early Gen 9. I mocked with Gengar Heracross. You might know him. He's the goat. But I mocked with him and his opponent had like Terra Moxie Crocodile and it's actually pretty decent. Like Terra down hits really hard for sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go 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 go. Terra Go is a goated, amazing Terra Captain. Nobody could convince me otherwise.
You and Addison. And your damn goat.
So true. Oh true. Addison
But
is goaded because
the team that makes this... What makes this team so good is all of these breakers. And then you have a Boom Burst Toxicity down here to just clean up at the end.
I agree.
And then you got Iron
That's a good point
Valiant.
though.
You got Iron Valiant that can also come in and do the same thing. And even Corviknight has access to screens, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, this team's going to be incredibly annoying to deal with. And hey, they're going to have a lot of fun using it. And maybe they'll land some Hydro Pumps. Right, Baridu? I know you're watching. He's going to be better than you with it. And we're moving on.
Yeah.
This team. I don't know if he's counter drafting or not, but this team is just really cool.
Yeah, this team is right. I like the Terralucha.
I love the Halucha as the Terra Captain, yeah. And I love the Arcanine down here that could be Terra normal for just a massive E-speed. And then you have answers for both Sun and Rain. And yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around what I'm looking at. And then you got an Iron Moth to deal with. And a Wish Pass are down in the bottom left. You got 2 ground immunities. And then you've got an Espathra, which thank God cannot Terra.
Yeah, that amount would be that amount would be so stupid to Terra. I'm so glad I can't Terra.
That thing is just staring at me on the screen. That one singular eye. Also, can we
You know what my team
admire
feels like?
that Pincurchin's sprite always looks like it's ready for a fight?
Oh, true. It's so menacing. Kurchin is about to kill everyone.
I mean, I put in work with it the last gen, It was fun running Rising Voltage. But yeah, Captain's got a lot. One of the well, two better hazard setters in the game of Gastrodon and Orthworm, and this team's just incredibly fat. Oh my god, there's so much hazards, and there's Spore. Good lord. Granted, Spore gets counteracted by electric terrain, but I just realized Terra Electric Lucha just really basically has no swapping because it also gets access to Trailblaze too, so it can get mons like Quagsire and Gastrodon and just kill them. That's gross.
I'm just looking at this team. It's hard to explain, but this team is just like one of those teams. It shouldn't work, but it does work.
This looks like something I would draft in TGR.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
This looks like my Masters
a
draft.
lot of these. Their Masters draft is wonky. It was wonky. Like free tear Dragonite. That was so nutty.
Oh,
Yeah.
like I love the team. Like I could sit here and talk about this one all day, but we gotta get going on to the next one
Uh.
because holy mother, this is hyper offense.
This is really cool. I love this team. No mon feels weak.
No, and the synergy. You got a times 4 resist to grass and Moltres. Ice's Rotom Wash, and also King Gambit. Dark types can't really spam on this because you have Doshbun, you have Hydreigon, you have King Gambit. Like this team, if anything drops, King Gambit just gets boosted, but by the time you get that far, you're already wrecked. His speed tiers are amazing too. Like this team would have been so good if they set Sun.
Yes. Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
That and the fire immunity and Dashbun is just, whew. I love this draft. It reminds me of so much of DTN's, but more hyper offense.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. If it's just like this is something that DTN would draft if it was like this is like a post home draft that like DTN would definitely draft in. Yeah. I definitely like the double Dark on this team to be honest. Because Dark is such like a I would definitely say it's one of the best offensive typings this whole entire generation. Just having two of the best Dark types in one team is just amazing.
That you have Moltres, Driftloom, Hydreigon, and Rotom. Okay, I got 2 times. I've got ground weaknesses, and a times 4 in Magnezone that's completely covered, which is just ridiculous. That, and you also have the option of running Electric Seed, Iron Leaves, which also can pair with boosting Magnezone and also triggering the Unburden on Drifloom to make that double speed. Yeah, there's a lot this team can do. Oh god. You can wall, well, kind of wall in a rain team.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. It's really good. It has a really good rain matchup. At least in my opinion.
I think that's about the only thing that this team would struggle with is weather matchups. and Trick Room.
Yeah. Another thing I'd say is team. It's not necessarily the team. But it's more of like Iron Waves in general. I feel without much terrain, Sideways is pretty weak move.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think. I'm a little bit iffy just Iron Waves in general without electric terrain, but pretty sure it works. I don't know much about Iron Waves, so I can't really judge anything about that.
But you do know a lot about Daddy.
Oh, I love Daddy. Daddy is so. I love Daddy. Ah, my goodness.
If you guys
Easily
don't
easily one
know,
of the best mons.
that is Great Tusk. For those of you that don't know, that is Great Tusk.
Easily one of the best mons. Easily one of the best mons in the format. Enough said. Enough said.
Arguably better than Lando's, even after it came back.
Easily better. Easily better than Lando. There's no competition. There's no competition. Yeah. Let me put this perspective very quickly so we can keep moving on. Okay. So, spoiler alerts. PPO. Obviously the draft stream went up today. I think Great Tusk got freaking drafted like third pick. Okay, but what about Lando T? Okay, it got freaking drafted round 2. Enough said. Great Tusk over Lando T every single day.
But if Lando had defog still, it would be gone immediately.
Yeah, I think specifically this generation, Great Tusk is such a solid pick, just in general, and I think it's easily better than Lando T. If Lando T had defog, it's an argument, but I'd still consider that Great Tusk is just better.
Wish Moltres still got defog. I wish all the
birds
me
did. Too.
But enough drooling. It's time to move on. To what is this?
I like the Terror Captains. Kind of like the Terror Captains. I'm a little bit unsure about Monk in a way. I think it's decent, but you're losing Round of Poison. I love Lucario and Jolteon them. And I'm glad that Volcarona is not allowed to tear it because, fun fact, it actually got banned from OU today.
Yep. And so did Rapid Strike.
Everybody's been freaking out because everybody's like, Volcarona should not get banned from OU, but that's a whole entire argument for a different day. I like this team. I think it's solid.
Oh yeah, this is really interesting. This is anti-weather. To a T. Literally to a T in the top right.
That's funny. Wait. Warren T got taken 4th pick? I mean, 4th round?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I was going to take it. It didn't come back to me. This was the round I took Cleaver. If I wouldn't have lost this, I wouldn't have taken Cleaver.
Oh, that's insane.
I would have had this and Lando and Urshifu with just moment. You would have been in a turbine.
I would have been in a turbine. That would have been absolutely horrible. Okay. I'm so glad that Tortilla took a 4th round, actually. I take back everything I said. Thank you for going 4th round Tortilla.
I just love the jump loaf at the end. It's just happy to be here. And then you've got the Tatsuguri just questioning all the reality of like, why am I here? But Baxcalibur and Quagsire is just... These first 4 is just nasty. And then you follow up with Volcarona later on.
Yeah, this is a nasty team.
If I wouldn't have had my eyes set on Flareon, I would have gotten Volcarona like round 4.
Volcarona's such a sick mod, for sure. Something I kind of want to touch on, just a tiny bit, is that Tatsugiri pick. I understand why it's there. I completely understand why it's there.
But you got a
But
Quagsire.
at the same time, it's like one of those things that like I think Tatsugiri doesn't necessarily need to be there. I know you wouldn't have any freaking hazard removal, but like, when are you ever gonna bring Tatsugiri over Gyarados or Quagsire or Baxcalibur? I don't think never. So I think even like just combining Jump plus Tatsugiri, because Jump is 2, 7. Even if you
Oh
combine Jump
crap!
plus Tatsugiri, you
I,
get a Hoopa. So
I bumped the mouse again. It's on the next one.
oh.
Damn it. Well,
Oh, that'd be such a sick trade.
I guess
If
we're
they
on
get rid of
Emerald.
Jump Fluff.
I guess we're on Emerald Miner now because I don't want to keep backing out to reset the fucking thing. I don't
Okay,
know how to go
we're in Emerald
back.
Miner now.
Wait, I
Okay.
can go back.
Wait,
I
okay.
figured it
Oh,
out. We're good. We're good.
okay. Yeah. So I suggest combine Tatsugiri, combine Jump Off, make a Hoopa, make this team good. Okay, I think we're good now.
Okay.
Miner.
This is a wild, wild draft.
Oh, this team is disgusting. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And it's got Ditto. I play him.
Oh,
I can't set up. God damn it.
yeah, this team is disgusting because Namor's Incarnate, surprise me or not, it's probably one of the best mods in the draft format right now. And you got plus Dragapult and freaking Ting-Lu. Which makes this team insane. Slowbro, opposite Slowbro, always good.
I've
And
never seen
just
something so fat, so offensive. It's beautiful.
I don't have much to say about this team solely because I think we've seen this team the whole entire generation. It's good. There's nothing else to really say about it. It's solid.
See, I don't know how I feel about the genie because it really only gets superpower to strengthen its contrary.
But then have you seen like any like videos regarding like Enamorous and like Charm? Why you should always like run like female Pokemon against freaking Enamorous?
No. Is it
Yeah.
male
Basically,
only?
Enamorous is always female, so you always want to female in all of your Pokemon, so I can't get affected by Cute Charm. And because some like great cheesy stuff that could go like with like Cute Charm and into like, getting like infatuated and like Enamorous just like setting up Calm Minds. But yeah, I think in draft this mon's a little bit iffy, but I still think it's pretty solid. I don't really have much more to say about this team because it's basically standard balanced team that we've seen the whole entire generation.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good. It's solid.
It's solid, yeah. It's good for Dragapult to stay alive in, too. The
I think
Articuno I
Dragonite,
like.
Articuno, I like that as a Terra Captain a lot. I think it's pretty solid because you just get rid of Ice and Flying.
Like,
I
I
mean,
like
Rock Weakness.
Articuno. I like Mo. But, Doggy, you're out of place. Where's your stand?
I know Terra Lycanroc Dusk is pretty solid. Don't know much about Terra Lycanroc Day, but um, it's fine. I think. I'm not sure. I think that mon's decent. It might be.
It's
Sorry,
good. It's really
might be
good
saying I
if
can
you have
replace it.
sand.
Dog, you should go on Beardo's team.
Dog should. Alright, who do we have next? It's the point of the draft where I usually am asleep or it's getting very Johnny. Oh,
Um,
Walder.
pretty
And
solid team.
this.
Pretty solid team.
It,
Okay.
This is the Sun team.
The Sun team. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a Sun team with Hisui Arcanine. It's solid. Sawsbuck though. We can talk about Sawsbuck round 4 Sawsbuck.
I mean, that mon's gonna put in work, and so is the Galar Zapdos. Galar Moltres.
It's true.
But Regieleki
Yeah.
here is just absolutely goddamn terrifying.
Yeah.
Because you Regieleki into Slitherwing, if their ground type's dead, you just freeze spam. Well, now you're just okay. Swap out. Slitherwing comes in on the ground type. Now what? Well, things just got real because now it's gonna bulk up in your face.
Well, Silverwing, it's such a solid mon. I would have loved to see as a Terra captain, but I think obviously Terra Arcanine is just 10 times better than Terra Silverwing. But yeah, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Terra Reggie. Not Terra Reggie. Terra Regieleki is really good, but just Regieleki in general, I'm not the biggest fan of a mon. I get why some people do like the mon because I do think just like Choice Specs Thunderbolt just hits insanely hard. So. And it's iffy for sure. Because Regieleki is so expensive. So
Yeah.
expensive.
The
I feel
mon
like he could have got
that
better value.
concerns me the most on this team is the Meloetta. Because in base form it's slow, but it's got 198 special attack, 198 SPDF. But when it transforms into Pirouette after Relic Song and gets a 20% chance to put them to sleep, it's 198 speed, 198 attack. With moves like Zen Headbutt that have a 60% chance to flinch.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. Meloetta. Where is it? It's 8 points. So I guess it's decent for its price point.
But
it's
it can
definitely
be
iffy, mon.
physical or special depending on how you want to run it. Because you don't have to run Relic Song. You can stay normal Psychic.
I think most of the time I want to, just judging by the team in general, I think most of the time it does want to be the special variant. It's like normal Psychic because first of all, you already have Silverwing. Second of all, yes, you have some special attackers, but the physical side is just way stronger. So, like, I think just staying with normal Psychic is just going to be the preferred style. Like a Choice Spec or Assault Vest.
And then this team in general. Okay, Regieleki kind of fits perfectly well because you got all these things that can easily kill a ground type. Allowing Regieleki to just spam. Key point, focal point. Hisui and Lilligant. Victory Star and the Leaf Blade, and it's a wrap. But yeah, this team's gonna put it on a lot of work, and I can't wait to see Sawsbuck in the kill leaderboard.
It better be in the kill leaderboard. I'd be mad if it doesn't.
It'd be so hype if it was. But we're so close to done. Let's do the next person, and that is the best, not really, of the piercing poniards.
Oh my goodness. This is an able team.
Oh, it's 100% an able team. Holy shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh. It's an able team.
I just noticed the Zoroark and the Dragonite at the end. The fact Dragonite sat that long.
That's a crime, to be honest. Aren't you gonna pick Dragonite?
Yeah.
You were gonna pick Dragonite.
If it didn't sit, well, I was 1 point short.
Yeah, but you're 1 point short. Yeah, so you can get Dragonite.
But I got Snow in return. I kind of just bop it. But yeah, this is definitely This is an AML team to a T.
Yeah. There's no like extremely high tier threats, but it's just scary in general.
Well, Reggie Drago's just an absolute fucking nuke.
Yeah. Mon's a monster for sure.
And then Floor just now is harder to kill. Paired with Bronzong, what are you realistically swinging into it?
And you have one of the best rapid spinners in the game. I think as the removal options it goes Great Tusk, Iron Treads, Corviknight, Nightman, Donphan. So I think one of the best rapid spin mods in the game is just insanely good. I think this team absolutely needs it.
And then number 5 is Oricorio. I'm kidding.
Not sure. Or Defog Oricorio is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, this team is going to pack a hit. Zoroark disguised as anything's just going to be annoying. Granted, let's see. What's really baiting in fighting type moves? Just the Meowscarada? That's about it.
Just Meowscarada.
I do like the Tauros Aqua on this, though. Having Intimidate Span is very nice.
I think it's solid, yeah. I like it.
Then you got Raging Bull to break screens instead of having to rely on Defog.
Yeah. I don't think his team is really going to use Defog that much, besides Oricorio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Donphan Oricorio. So, something I will say about this team, though, I think in order to make this team work, you kind of have to be a little bit more creative if you're building.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these mods are pretty one-dimensional, but they do have potential to be more than they actually show. So, like, I think the right hands, this team could absolutely work, and it could be easily one of the best teams in the league.
Good, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a surprise factor every week.
Agree.
And
this next team
is Arcaniner 54. Good lord, hyper offense. Good lord.
Is Battlebond banned?
I don't even know if it's in the game.
Yes, it is. There's like leagues that are like allowing Battlebond Greninja right now.
I don't think it's even obtainable because it's a Gen 7 event.
I'm pretty sure that Dashing Subtile he picked. What league was it? It's like the league that like that have a their draft stream on Friday. Dashing Subtile picked Greninja solely because of Battlebond.
Did they confirm it's obtainable?
Yes, they did.
Well,
what tier is? Yeah, I guess Battlebond Greninja is allowed because there's no like anything else indicating it's not, which makes Greninja a lot better. But like,
it's weird because it's not genable as Battlebond, so you have to get it as the event.
Obtainable in Scarlet and Violet. Information. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure you could get it, but I'm not like 100% sure. Battlebond is allowed. Makes Greninja a lot better.
Because we didn't even discuss it. We did the tiering based off of regular Greninja with Protean. Oh well. If he pulls Battlebond, he pulls Battlebond. That's just one more massive threat to deal with. Can you even realistically sit in front of any of these? No? Plus, the Mimikyu is a Terra Captain.
This team is right.
Huh?
I will say, Mimikyu with Terra is interesting for sure. I personally didn't like it, but I definitely see the appeal.
I like the Espeon as a Terra Captain, and I like the Electros is a little weird, but that I get it. Boosted move, electric move, really good.
Um, I like Espion a lot as a Terra Captain. I think it's definitely an underrated threat. I think all three Terra Captains are pretty solid.
I would have
Could,
made Star Raptor my captain.
oh yeah, Terra normal double edge of like Reckless. Oh my goodness, that's insane. I think this is another solid team.
Oh, it's very solid. I
There's
can't
really
find any like defects with it. It's not too weak to rocks. Can prevent hazards. Has one of the
one of the
best
best spinners.
spinners in the game. But that's about it as far as removal.
But it doesn't really need anymore because yeah, all you need is Iron Tread. So I think it's a pretty solid team for sure. It's really let me see if I can like really nitpick anything. Um,
I don't see
special
anything.
offense. Special offense is a little bit on the weaker side. Only Greninja, Espeon, and Electros, which Electros is more of a physical attacker, anyways. It could be a little bit stronger. Hazard support, Stealth Rock of. No, but Hazard support's pretty well. Pretty good in my opinion. How much is Terry Wish compared to Mimic? I'm pretty sure Mimikyu is on the lower side. Okay, yeah. Overall, this team is pretty solid. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about it. I just think it's pretty much just a very solid team.
Oh yeah, it's gonna come in, hit things, and not we'll have to worry about it later, and that's what the team's designed to do.
That's a hyper offense team,
Oh
which
yeah, he likes his
I think,
hyper offense.
and I don't think there's anything to really. There's nothing wrong with that for sure because I think this is such a hyper offensive meta that like kind of need to do what you have to do. So
It's so weird not seeing his normal Gyarados.
yeah,
He's
I don't
trying
know much about
Greninja.
Arcaniner.
And we're getting
Pretty,
close to the wheel, I think.
uh,
Yep,
two more teams.
it's two more. This is the interesting one. We allowed this
That's something.
guy to get skulled.
Oh yeah, true. Skull. The free burn button. I love the free burn button. I think when I was like doing the slides, I was curious that like, I'm not sure.
So was this
Like
meant to be a Sun team?
I think so. I don't know because like Scoville was pick 10, and by then Sun was most definitely gone. So like, probably.
This is
I
gonna
think
be
this is number 8.
Screamtail Click Sunny Day.
That'd be so cool. I'd love to see that. And Zapdos Hurricane will miss all the time.
Yeah, that's true. But this
I think
seems
this is
really
another team.
cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is
Gotta
another team though that could definitely combine Mons to make a better Mon.
So, just how much does Indeedee male and female psychic terrain boost Screamtail's psychic? Probably not much.
Yeah, Grimtail is extremely weak, so I don't think it really helps that much.
Let's see, we've got dual water, dual grass, triple fire, one ground, well, double flying. I get the concept of it. The team's designed to wear down and then you just spam bullet punch.
Yeah.
But he's
I
also
think.
countering Sun and Rain on the same team. The only thing this doesn't counter is Sand. No, we've got Bullet Punch, which he's got to be careful using with the psychic terrain. But this also gets. Oh my lord. He has double healing wish.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
That means that's a Pex that's going to come in at full health. Or a Scizor that comes in at full health. Or a Lando again.
And I really like Water Drop on this team. I think it fits pretty well.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
pretty
first two
covered
mods
as far as resisting ice as well.
covers Lando pretty well.
We
Yeah,
got
I would say this is a pretty weird
T-Spikes,
team.
we
I
got
really like it.
Rocks, we've got regular spikes? I don't know. The mouse is going to be
Does anything
interesting because we didn't. A good thing we banned King's Rock because this mouse would have gotten out of hand.
have? Something I've learned is obviously it's not that great, but Water Dice actually, it does allow. I'm not sure. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Water Dice allows, population bomb to hit at least 4 times, but like, let me fact check that. Cold Water Dice.
It allows it to hit
Um,
more, but if you run a wide lens, you hit all of them.
yeah, but then Mouse would also get stuff like Bolt Seed, so I could definitely see appeal. But I definitely think Wide Ones is 100% better. But I would say this team is pretty solid. It's weird. I can't really wrap my brain around it too much. I would say it's pretty solid. I really like it.
I'm going to have an interesting time facing this team.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid.
And then last, we have Pokemaster88. And I should not have encouraged him to get a terrain setter.
Yeah, Arboleta. Not gonna lie, I thought Arboleta was doo-doo butter, but it's actually not doo-doo butter. It's actually pretty decent.
It's very good. It's incredibly bulky. I kind of walled DTN a little bit with it.
Both grass type. You can't really complain.
I mean, that was even after it clicking curse.
Oh yeah, because the freaking stupid Hisuian Gudra.
But oh my god, Goldango, this top three is just wow.
Insane. It's insane.
And it's a Terra Captain, the pursuing Samurott. And then Avalugg with the Terra is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, all three tier captains are amazing. I'll probably even say, no, I would definitely say yours is probably better. It's definitely like the close one between you and Pokemasters, like tier captains. Like which ones are better? Because Delphox, Samurott, and Avalugg are really, really good, but like I'm not sure if it really compares to Ursula, Arion, and Ultra Hisui. So this is very solid tier captain. So they cover each other very, very well.
And then I'm just sitting here like, why is Cresselia here?
Sure, Cresselia is good. Cresselia is good, and it gets freaking Lunar Dance.
And it gets Lunar Blessing now, which is jungle healing for itself.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Cresselia a decent amount on this team because Lunar Dance does, obviously, it heals your ally to like full health, but it also like your status condition. So I think it's pretty solid. For Sneasler.
You could set grassy terrain, go Sylveon, click Wish, go into Sneasler, absorb a hit, get all the way back. Nah, that's too much.
Um, I guess one thing I wouldn't even say this is a negative about the team. But your Rabbit Spin Mon is Avalog. At the same time, are you really gonna be swapping a lot with this team?
No. You're just gonna be
Um,
hammering. You got a gold dongo. You're just gonna stay in there and make it rain.
in Gold, okay, Gold Dingo Samurai Hisui. Can we just talk about that for 1 second? Oh, that's so nasty.
Ceaseless Edge spikes free damage and to make it rain is just ridiculous.
And then once you get out of spikes, Goldingo comes in, and then defog doesn't affect it. Rapidspin doesn't affect it. Motor Spin doesn't affect it. So like Spike could easily just stay up for the whole entire match.
Yep. And then you got Sneasler's Dire Claw, just overwhelming stuff. So you got speed control. You got the Thundy over there that can be incredibly annoying. But I do love the Delphox down there. Now you don't have to worry about Focus Miss. You can just run Terra Blast Fighting.
True. Delphox got insanely buffed this gen also, so I would say this is overall a really solid team.
Delphox doesn't even have to realistically run Flame Charge. It's already fast enough. Just go straight for the Nasty Plot.
Shadow Glade doesn't post his match yet, but ran like a very cool Delphox set. It was like, what's it again? It was like Wish, Protect, like Calm Mind and Flamethrower, kind of like Star Dashing Sceptile. So could do really cool stuff with Delphox. So really excited to see what that mon does. I really want to draft it as a Terra Captain. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, overall, I love the team. I love the support it can give. You got the double wish. Can't remember. Does Gallade get wish? Or is it only Gardevoir?
Yes, it does. It's not a very good wish passer, but it does get wish.
Just the recovery on this team to be able to pass into Goldango to just chew, get health back is just ridiculous. It's got U-turn, Volt Switch, U-turn, baton pass, baton again. It's just ridiculous. It's just going to be a never-ending cycle of phasing in and re-healing itself. Team's not going to die easily. And even if it does get close, Cresselia just comes in and Lunar Dances and puts something back to full.
I really do like the combination between Sneasel and Goldingo though, because dual screens Goldingo have been popping off lately. I think that going to Sneasel could be very, very cool. So I would consider this probably one of the best teams in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it's up there. It's really good. And I believe this is also his first draft.
Insane.
Granted, I told him to get a terrain setter just for Sneasler, just for ultimate speed control. But this is back when Rillaboom and Arboliva were still sitting there, and he chose Arboliva for the special attack. Which I don't blame him.
And I think that's definitely a good choice in my opinion. I would definitely...
He's 50-50 with his offense.
I think Goldango plus Arboliva just cover each other insanely good, so I would definitely consider this a very good team.
Oh yeah. Alright everybody, that concludes our draft recap. I accidentally cut it out at the end of the video when I was editing. So I'm just going to say here, unfortunately, Brad's not going to be with me to say his closing outro as well. But I hope you guys enjoy our thoughts on the recap. And going shortly, there is going to be a separate power rankings video where we just had fun placing the teams and we didn't really be like overly aggressive with it. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And if you haven't, like and subscribe to the channel and check out the Battle Hub Draft League videos. Later.